Hello, welcome to day 91 of me doing this. Today we have uh Bitcoin still making new all-time highs practically every day. First all-time high was beaten from this red line. We had that from November 5th. This was our November 6th all-time high, November 7th all-time high. Today is November 8th. We made a new all-time high. Highest point we reached was 77,190, which happened earlier today. I'm not late, Bradley. I was 3 minutes on time. We got Bitcoin currently slightly correct. It's just slowly been going up and then coming down a little bit in the evenings when the volatility kind of dies down. I don't like evenings for trading. I've just noticed that. But it's good for still analyzing what's been going on throughout the days and DCAing. Our portfolio gone up $200 more in unrealized profits, 1,600 gains. Ethereum is still going up. I didn't buy anything else, so we only got Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Sui. We have one Solana at least. We have exposition exposed to the price action of Solana, which would be great as well. And I kind of want to. This FOMO is just making me want to flow more money into more alts. It could possibly be the play here. I don't think I'm going to sell these quite yet. If we get a dip, I'm going to buy more, and I'm going to slow down with the whole trading aspect of things because I'm just starting to realize maybe trading is getting a little too complicated. It's better to follow the KISS rule. Keep it super simple. Or if you want to be more vulgar, keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, so that's my plan for now. Anyways, we're still doing fine. Like, nothing has changed in course of the overall trend of the market. It's still skyrocketing upwards. Trump is doing great stuff every day. We're going to talk more about that later on. Let's review the other markets. Well, Bitcoin is up 0.49%. Not too much movement as well compared to yesterday. Slight movements upwards. It's good to see regardless. Ethereum is up 2.20%. Still continuing to go up, and it almost hit the $3,000 mark. 2,996 US dollars for one Ethereum. We are almost back. We did manage. Look at all these beautiful candles, green candles, stairway to heaven. And we're knocking on the door of the $3,000 mark. Once we do get past that, I think we're still back. I've been saying this for a long time now. Ethereum was super undervalued, and I did manage to purchase some positions down there, I believe. I mean, this one's from 2,387, literally down here. I have these three positions, 2,387, 2,460, 2,530, and now we're approaching the $3,000 mark already. We're currently 2,982. We're almost there. Very, very little left to run. I don't see any reason why crypto would drop at this moment. There's nothing, at least in the foreseeable future, that would push the price downwards. Everything that like all the FUD that we've been experiencing for these past couple, like 6, 7, 8 months, whatever the case is, yeah, it's all gone. Literally nothing to fear at this moment. So it's all a good outcome from here, hopefully. I'll see you guys tomorrow when Ethereum is above 3,000, unless it's a slow Saturday. We know Saturdays are slow, so we'll see how that turns out. What else we got? Solana is up kind of the same amount of percentage as Bitcoin, 0.50%. Currently priced at $199. Hey, we hit a new high in the past couple of months. From the past couple of months. For Solana, we reached 205. Did I mark what the other high was? I did not mark it. I'm a terrible analyst. What was our high in March? It's this. I have to mark this level so that I know when we are so back. It seems to be at $210.21. That was the highest that we got in March. The current high that we have right now, literally from today, is 205. We're $5 off of reaching that from the all-time high level, but we did take a little drop at the moment, corrected down to $198.99 and $199 at this point. So it's still looking very good for Solana. We are using the downtrend now as a support. Imagine that we're stepping on its face at this time. So the downtrend is broken unless we just redraw, which it's just a slight redraw from 210 to 205. I wouldn't even consider that a downtrend anymore. Like I said, I'm having such a positive outlook from here on forward. It seems like things might start pumping. The bull run is in. It's Moon November. We still got our way forward to go. I don't know what to do with this Fibonacci line over here. We kind of did slow down over here. Next level to break would be the all-time high. From there, it's just uncharted territory. Who knows what Solana could reach? Maybe $500. People are saying 1,000 by the end of this bull run, like end of 2025. Don't know how accurate that would be, but hey, that might just be the case if everything just continues going the way it should. No wars, you know, a lot of good stuff for the economy should be coming soon, hopefully. We don't know yet. Trump still has to implement his policies, but he's already laid out a lot of plans of what he's planning to do with the United States, which, like I said, we'll be going over that very soon. SUI is the top loser today, down 2.36%. I don't know if it's top loser, but at least from the top 4 that I care about, it is the one that is losing the most. Still, though, it managed to break out of its downtrend, so we are no longer in a downtrend. We did make a new high that we marked over here, $2.38. That was from November 6th, 2 days ago. We've been kind of correcting downwards. It's not too harsh either. It's still $2.25, which is fantastic for SUI. It's still a very volatile coin, so we should see this pump to new all-time high levels. Literally from here, it's just uncharted territory, like I always say. So, looking good. The uptrend looks very, very strong, very healthy. We got this uptrend to continue that supporting upward momentum. So, I mean, all positive stuff, really, in general for the whole market. I don't see anything that's going to stop it at this moment. So that's all we have for the market analysis. My throat is already starting to hurt. That's crazy. Every morning I'm waking up with a throat ache. Probably because my bedroom is freezing cold. Alright, let's see. First bit of news. Let's move on to our news segment. I should probably add like a transitional screen that will show like a, I don't know, a whooshing thing before we start transitioning to the new thing. If you notice up here as well, I added the SUI logo because SUI is now part of my portfolio and it will make us rich. Trust me, bro. Shehbaz Sharif. Looks like I forgot to mention this guy before. He's the Prime Minister of Pakistan, congratulating Donald Trump on his historic victory for a second term. He's looking forward to working closely with the incoming administration to further strengthen and broaden the Pakistan-US partnership. There's a community note, though, if you can see. Twitter is banned in Pakistan. How does he access this? He's using a VPN. He's violating his own laws. I just thought it was funny to bring that up, you know. He's saying, hey, congratulations, Donald Trump. By the way, I'm doing something illegal by going on Twitter. It's pretty funny. Speaking of foreign leaders, we got Belarus President Lukashenko saying that if Trump manages to stop the wars, we will nominate him for the Nobel Prize. Trump winning a Nobel Prize soon, possibly, for stopping the wars. I mean, it's happening. We have the Taliban saying that they want to strengthen their relations with President Trump, and they want to be removed from the United States terrorist list, which, fair enough, that's great. And, you know, Donald Trump was the one who was able to slow down their advances from the Taliban. Unfortunately, I think it was the other administration that messed up, left Afghanistan with the Taliban with a lot of weapons. So now they're flexing a lot of US military weapons because of a poor operation done by the other administration, possibly. Now they're saying, okay, we want to be friends. We don't want to be considered terrorists. I really don't know. I do recall like a couple of maybe weeks ago, they did try passing a new law stating women are not allowed to speak in public. You're only allowed to speak in your houses, and you're not allowed to speak loud enough either, because we don't want to hear women from outside their houses. I don't know. This is a violation to women's rights, okay? You liberal woman thinking that Trump is the one that's gonna take your rights. Look what's happening in the Taliban, right? Okay, it's not that bad. You're perfectly fine in America. Don't cry. President-elect Donald Trump tells Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu that he wants the war in Gaza to end by the time he returns to office. It's just to add on to him stopping the wars I have kind of shared this news before. That's what the plan is for now. He's already in discussion with Netanyahu to end this Israel-Hamas war. Hamas also mentioned, of course, that they were willing to work with Trump to find a solution to this war, whatever the case may be. Qatar also adding on to this issues a warning to Hamas, threatening to expel Hamas officials if they do not accept a ceasefire deal and an end to the war. So, why doesn't he just do that now? I guess they're whatever. Why is he housing these Hamas terrorists? Whatever. Anyways, this is, I mean, it's good. It's a good thing. I would agree that Trump won. If Trump didn't win, this is what would have happened. Okay, if the Democrats got their way, here's the reality that we would be facing today. Trump would have been in prison and possibly just ended up dying there because, I don't know, they're saying, oh, he's a convicted felon for doing illegal business transactions. Okay, sure, whatever. Could have died in prison. Many of his top advisors and supporters would have died in prison as well because they weaponized the DOJ. Most big influencers would have been banned. Like, I'm assuming they're talking about Elon Musk and other people that are trying to be pro-Trump at this time. The guns would be seized. Kamala, of course, wanted to take your guns. She supports a buyback mandate. Amnesty for illegals, of course. Senate filibuster gone. Supreme Court expanded with Marxist judges. Permanently rigged elections. Yeah, that would suck. And, of course, a possible World War III and Civil War, because we were at the brink of that a couple of times with the Middle East, with Russia, Ukraine. It's been getting crazy. The criminal regime occupying our country would have used the full force of the government to crush the MAGA movement and fully take over America. That is also true. They know the rebellion is here and they would have accelerated all their worst plans to destroy America and her people. So, with Trump's victory, God saved America. We the people saved America and frankly might have just saved the world as well from nuclear disaster, of course. There we have it. The FBI claims that they've intercepted an Iranian plot to assassinate Donald Trump. Seems like Iran is not happy, or they mentioned at the beginning, oh, we don't care who is elected in the United States. They're always going to see the United States as enemies. Iran, that is. So apparently there's been an Iranian man who's been sent out to assassinate Trump as well. A lot of people are trying to kill Trump even more this time. So we know, of course, he's already survived 2 assassination attempts. And as Alex Jones also predicted, they're going to still try to kill him even after if he wins the election, which he has won the election and he's still surviving all these assassination attempts. There's nothing that happened to him. The Iranian man was just simply detained. According to some news outlets, it's still unclear whether or not they detained him or not. Apparently, there's more than one. Iran really did try to kill Trump. DOJ charges 3 suspects in this case here. The U.S. Department of Justice just announced federal charges against 3 people for their roles in an alleged Iranian plot to assassinate Trump before the recent presidential election. Okay, well, this is from before. I do remember they did mention that. Iran was plotting to assassinate Trump. According to court documents, Iran's government allegedly asked one of the suspects, Farhad Shakheri, to gather information on Trump's location and plan to kill him. Shakheri, who is believed to still be in Iran, was allegedly working under Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps. This group has been hostile towards the U.S. since Trump ordered a drone strike in 2020 that killed one of his top generals, Qasem Soleimani. The DOJ says that 2 other suspects, Carlyle Rivera and Jonathan Lodeholt, were arrested in New York. Okay, so this is from way before, but apparently it's still going on. They were accused of helping Iran by tracking another U.S. citizen. Both are currently being held in jail, and the suspect involved, the other one, involved in the assassination plot on Donald Trump is still at large. Must be the guy that's still in Iran, possibly. I don't know. Iran agent's still at large. So, given this, Trump's Mar-a-Lago security has been tightened significantly after his election win, of course. So, following the presidential victory, the security at his Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida has been significantly ramped up with robo-patrols and armed you see the robot dogs over here? Like, they're serious about this now. to protect Donald Trump, of course. Despite 2 prior assassination attempts, these heightened measures were only put in place after his recent election success, now that we know that Iran is still trying to kill Donald Trump, possibly. The first assassination attempt was, like, it was sketchy. We didn't know who Thomas Matthew Crooks was, but apparently, possibly trained by the FBI or, you know, got his gun training, at least where the FBI got their gun training, possibly funded by the Democrats themselves after Trump beats Joe Biden in the presidential debate. Suspicious stuff went on. The second assassination attempt was the guy that they detained at a golf course range. I think it was also in Florida, where he had an AK, he had a GoPro, he had a backpack, and he was camping. He was camping in the bushes, and Secret Service spotted him. They tracked him down, arrested him. He didn't get a chance to shoot at Trump, but how did he know that Trump was going to be there? Especially since it was a change of plans last minute that Trump said, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to go play golf that afternoon. And then, well, looks like there's a mole in the secret, what do you call it? The SS? The security services? I already forgot what they're called. Secret Service, okay, yeah. So that's possibly a thing now. There's a mole in the Secret Service. And the guy was from Ukraine as well, or at least he showed up in a Ukrainian ad. Possibly also funded by BlackRock, but I think that was also debunked. I don't remember that well. But anyways, we don't have to worry about Ukraine anymore. Donald Trump's name was just removed from the Ukrainian government's official kill list. I don't know why they would do that or why they would put that there. Odd stuff. I don't think Zelensky really likes Donald Trump, especially for putting an end to the war. Zelensky was getting filthy rich off of that war because even just days ago, the Biden-Harris administration is still sending these guys billions of dollars all the time. And Trump says, you know, Zelensky's the best businessman. He just walks into the United States, puts a smile on his face, and then leaves with billions of dollars in his pockets. So, yeah, of course, people are not in favor of this whole funding the war or worrying about other countries and not putting America first. That's what Donald Trump is here to do. Change all of that, end the wars, and put America first. Oh yeah, Jackson Hinkle. Although I disagree with him on 99% of the stuff he says, the fact that Ukraine has a US president on a kill list is insane. Trump should sever all relations with Ukraine. Sure. Well, they're already just working around to fix the war. They've already delayed NATO from Ukraine from joining NATO for the next 20 years at least. There was other parts of the agreement where this one. Trump's plan is to put European troops and have them enforce a buffer zone between Russia and Ukraine. He was planning to demilitarize the zone, right? But now he's reevaluating how the United States is involved in NATO, because it seems like the United States has just been carrying, especially under Biden-Harris administration, and doing everything for the European Union to defend Ukraine. The United States has done more than the European Union itself. Now, Trump reportedly plans an 800-mile demilitarized zone between Russia and Ukraine, with British and European troops patrolling the area. Under the proposal, Russia would retain its territorial gains, and Ukraine would agree not to join NATO for 20 years. Trump's team suggests the US would arm Ukraine to deter future Russian aggregation, but insists that the European allies need to bear the financial and military responsibility for the buffer zone, which is a huge W. Zelensky, of course, warns such concessions would be suicidal for Europe. Suicidal for his pocket, maybe. That's all. Like, I think that's the actual solution for this. It just makes so much sense, my opinion. European Union as well will start buying gas, natural gas, from the United States and not from Russia anymore. Just days after President Trump is elected, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen says, we still get a lot of liquefied natural gas from Russia. Why not replace it with American natural gas, which is cheaper for us and helps bring down our energy prices? Smart, yeah. I do invest in natural gas myself, but how would this affect the prices of the natural gas? I have to think about that and analyze it more carefully. So I'm gonna have to leave this like with a bit of a bookmark for my brain so I could research this a little further because I kind of care about what happens with Europe and natural gas specifically. Apparently they've been buying it from it's not graphic content. There's this woman here, of course, saying she's purchasing a gun so she can go shoot white men in the streets. FBI, you gotta arrest this woman. Like the liberal woman meltdown is still happening all over TikTok, and it's not getting any better. They're now just sending even more death threat. Of course, Trump has to worry about getting assassinated by far left Democrats. These people, Iran, Ukraine, like everybody's trying to kill Trump at this point. So yeah, it makes sense. That's why he ramped up his security as much as he could. Yeah, so Republican Party is doing just fine. How's the Democratic Party? Oh, the advisors of Kamala's campaign and Biden's campaign are pointing fingers at each other now, saying, no, this is your fault, or no, this is your fault. So the tensions are boiling as Biden and Harris advisors blame each other for Trump's win. Kamala's advisor claims the 107-day Harris campaign was nearly flawless. That is a lie. The Biden campaign that preceded it was the opposite. I don't know. Joe Biden's campaign, sure, it was bad, but it wasn't as bad. I mean, if we're talking about like the rallying or stuff, yeah, Biden did not do much in that case. Kamala, sure, she had more effort put in, but was it flawless? No, it had a lot of flaws. A lot. Anyways, former Biden aide shot back. How did you spend $1 billion and not win? What the flip? Exactly. Like, there was a lot of money spent, a lot of funding, a lot of, you got a lot of celebrity endorsements, a lot of rich people to support you, a lot of rich companies and enterprises, and you still didn't win. Because their policies were bad. That's the reason why. Okay? And also, she just did the wrong things at the wrong times. The hurricane disaster, bad decisions. We already see what's going on in the world with the wars. Nobody wants 4 more years of that. It makes sense that's why she lost. As both sides grapple with the loss, frustrations run high over missteps, missed opportunities, and an election many thought was winnable. I wouldn't say many thought was winnable. I kind of knew that Trump was just going to win. I was hoping for that anyway, so... and I'm not in the United States at the moment, so I'm indifferent towards that. What else was I going to mention about this? Oh yeah. Biden, of course, it makes sense that they're fighting each other over this, because we kind of understand Joe Biden does not really like Kamala Harris because of that whole coup thing, the presidential coup, and he had to drop out of the race because she was saying, oh, see, he's unfit for office. Meanwhile, carrying on the lie for 3 years that he was fit for office and his mental capability was perfectly fine. They just did that whole revelation in that first debate that Trump had with Joe Biden. And then they said, okay, well, let Kamala Harris run. She may be crazier, but hey, at least she's not old. That old, at least. I think she's in her 60s now. She just turned 60, so yeah. Cool. I mean, and there's just a lot of proof that, not proof, but like little bits of evidence to suggest that yes, maybe Joe Biden kind of sabotaged Kamala Harris's campaign. Wearing the Trump hat, his wife Jill Biden going to vote dressed up in a red tuxedo kind of suit, indicating that she's possibly voting for the Red Party, the Republican Party, not her own Democratic Party, because she was kicked out of office with her husband. And also this part I did share yesterday where when he addressed the nation, he was walking perfectly fine. He was speaking perfectly fine. No slurs. He didn't mention Kamala Harris's name at all. Look at him. Just walking perfectly fine in this case here. Maybe he was faking all of this, oh, I'm old and I can't speak thing for, I don't know. He lost his dementia. He's talking perfectly, looking 10 years younger after Kamala lost the election. It's pretty funny. Either he secretly found a dementia cure, they purposefully spiked his meds to enact a coup, or he just executed the most brilliant long con in the history of politics. That would be super funny if he was just acting this all out just for Donald Trump to win. Like, it makes sense. Rigging the election with 20 million plus more votes, right? Because they got 80 million votes, and then this year they didn't get that, nowhere near that amount. What happened in 2020? And then, of course, in 2020, Trump would not have had the majority of the House or the Senate, so not a lot of decisions would have been made by the president. But now he does have that in this election with this landslide victory. So it's kind of all perfect now. At least that's what we're hoping. And on top of that, he invites him for a little lunch. So they had some lunch. Donald Trump and Joe Biden enjoyed the lunch. If you've seen the AI memes of the presidents, you'll get this reference. It's on YouTube, where they start talking about literally anything. Like, it could be gaming, it could be anything. Of course, now there's the Democrats are still in control at the moment. They have to give up their position by January 20th. That's when Donald Trump takes his position on the office. Now they want Joe Biden to put Kamala Harris on the Supreme Court before he leaves. That's going to be pretty funny if Kamala Harris is on the Supreme Court under Trump administration. I don't think that's going to happen, but yeah, it's pretty funny. Here's what the Trump's plans are. Continuing on, I've already read a big list so far with Ukraine, with Middle East. Trump promises to ban transgender surgeries for minors in all 50 states. He's saying God created only two genders, male and female. That's pretty much facts. And also, yeah, for minors, transgender surgeries, no. Wait till you're an adult, my opinion. And the right opinion. MSNBC is upset that young men are listening to Jordan Peterson and Joe Rogan. He implies that radicalizes them. So he wants to move these young men in a feminist direction. LOL. Yeah, come on. You guys should be able to listen to whoever you want to listen to. If you want to listen to Jordan Peterson and Joe Rogan, they're great people. I listen to them as well. Yeah. Don't have to listen to what these woke left radical MSNBC news hosts have to say about any of that. You do whatever you want, okay? Donald Trump's plan to end the drug epidemic in America by declaring war on the drug cartels. It's about time, because there's a lot of drug trafficking problem in the United States. This whole fentanyl crisis or whatever was going on. I don't know much about drugs, but yeah. So he's saying that we will show no mercy on the cartels. He will deploy all necessary military assets, including the U.S. Navy, to impose the full naval embargo and the cartels. I'm hoping Ecuador also takes some notes here. Guarantee that the waters of the Western Hemisphere are not used to traffic illicit drugs into our country. Also good to monitor the waters. Order the Department of Defense to make appropriate use of special forces, cyber warfare, and other overt and covert actions to inflict maximum damage on cartel leadership, infrastructure, and operations using cybersecurity. Designate the major cartels as foreign terrorist organization. That's good, labeling them as terrorists. Sever their access to global financial systems. Of course, AML, anti-money laundering, anti-fraud, anti-scam, that kind of stuff. Not scam. Scam is different. Get full cooperation of other governments to stop the cartels, or we will expose every bribe, every kickback, every payoff, and every bit of corruption that is allowing the cartels to preserve their brutal reign. Going to that extent as well. Ask Congress to pass legislation ensuring that drug smugglers and human traffickers receive the death penalty. That's the ultimate one. And yeah, if you fear death, you would not traffic drugs. When I'm back in the White House, the drug kingpins and vicious traffickers will never sleep soundly again. That's great. It's going to be a nice war between the military and these drug lords. Of course, the military is much stronger. They will win that, hopefully, if done right. Trump is also planning to release the Epstein and P. Diddy client lists. His team does, at least. So the Department of Defense Chief of Staff Kash Patel is calling for the declassification of that Epstein and Diddy list. which means that all of Hollywood is about to fall. This is what they feared. This is why they all endorsed Kamala Harris. All these Hollywood actors and stars and artists and singers, yeah, they're scared. You know who already ran away? Tom Hanks has already left because of Trump, is what he says, but some suspect it's because he's on the Epstein and Diddy lists. What do you reckon? And of course, we already know, who knows the degeneracy that's been going on these Diddy tapes. It's going to send hundreds of Hollywood A-listers to prison. So, good. Finally, it's about time. President-elect Donald Trump said he will reevaluate the country's role in NATO. I think we already talked about that. Yeah, we kind of did. Where he said, okay, it's up to the European nation, like the UK and stuff, to help defend Ukraine and ensuring that there's demilitarization in the borders of Ukraine and Russia to prevent any wars. Such a great resolution, honestly. President-elect Donald Trump also plans to withdraw American troops from Syria, because why would we have troops in Syria if not it's just for the oil? I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. Yeah, take the troops back. Makes sense. Leave them alone. Leave the sovereign nations. President-elect Donald Trump is also considering Wall Street lawyer Richard Farley to replace SEC chair Gary Gensler. So it's still rumored. We don't know for sure who is going to be replacing this Gary Gensler guy. We know he's going to be fired on day one when he gets back in office. January 20, he's gone. I don't know who this guy is, Richard Farley. And Richard Farley. Let me look him up then. That is not Richard Farley. Is it? Mass shooting. Okay, this is not it. Richard E. Farley. Did I spell his name right? This case, he's just a lawyer, it seems like. Whatever. Wall Street lawyer. Okay, Wall Street lawyer knows about stocks. I'm assuming that would be good. I hope. It's no longer... I mean, before people were thinking, oh, it might be that lady. I forgot her name already, but they were calling her Crypto Mom or whatever it is. Maybe she would also be a good choice. Cool. We'll see who ends up getting that position. But as long as it's not Gary Gensler, I think we're good. Somebody pro-crypto to be put in that position would be excellent. Elon Musk is now worth $303.9 billion. He's still the richest person in the world. The only individual with over $300 billion. So that's pretty neat. He's projected to become the world's first trillionaire by 2027. Wow, can you spread the wealth to some of us? That's why if you check, the Tesla stock has been soaring today because of this kind of news. Tesla's like the Elon Musk stock, right? We reached a new annual high, I think. When was the last time we saw this level? Get out of here. 2022. So we're reaching levels that we haven't seen since 2022. We have been higher though. It's been at 414, its highest, all-time high. So, I mean, we're on our way there, 414. 26% left. It's definitely possible if Elon Musk continues that. Yeah, he is the richest person. So, and also, yeah, so this would be his stock, and Dogecoin is the Elon Musk crypto, I guess you could say. That is also up 5.91% on top of, okay, never mind, it's 3. How did it just change in a matter of seconds? Whatever. This is November 8th. It reached 20 cents today. How has it been doing in the past month? Okay, not too bad either. Yeah, I don't think that news really affects anything. It's just that the rich get richer, I guess. That's all you need to know. Let's talk about what the US thinks of Canada. I think we all feel the same way about Canada. Trump says he loves it, but he has zero respect for Trudeau and his government. I just saw the blackface there. That just made me laugh. After Trump's victory over Harris, Elon Musk is also saying that Justin Trudeau will be the next to go. We don't like the Liberal government. We don't like the left. So they're gone. They're projected to be gone. We already seen the Canadian polls. Pierre Poilievre is owning every poll. The Conservative Party leader, the equivalent to Donald Trump, but in Canada. I'm hoping that he does win as well. I can vote next year, October 2025 would be the time to vote. So go vote next year if I'm still alive and streaming this stuff. So you hear that, Justin Trudeau? You're next. It makes sense though, because not a lot of Canadians like Trudeau. The economy is not great here in Canada. 1 in 4 Canadian parents say they cut back on their own food consumption to ensure their children had enough to eat, at least in the past year, according to the Salvation Army. That's sad to hear. It's not good to know that, but I mean, it's pretty easily known that a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. I've worked in collections before. I know that there's people always struggling with their finances. It's not uncommon here. Trudeau, this just upsets a lot of people. Trudeau is saying that it's the responsibility of Canadian taxpayers to ensure the success of Africa, of all places. Come on, buddy. We don't care about Africa. We care about us. He gave them 54, what is this, $1 million of our money, while Canadians line up at food banks in record numbers, and there's tent cities popping up everywhere as well. Like, there's a lot of homelessness. People can't afford food here in Canada now. Things are just so expensive, and this guy's just donating money to Africans. I mean, okay, sure, yeah, Africa is probably a little worse than us, but aren't they like one of the oldest continents too? Like, come on. They should be able to solve their own problems by now, possibly. I don't know. I'm not African, so I don't know. Whatever. This lady over here, Melanie Jolly, sorry, Melanie, explains why the Liberal government closed the TikTok offices in Canada. I did cover this news before, that TikTok was banned in Canada, but Canadians can still access TikTok. It was like this little weird, like, okay, we're banning it, but you can still use it. Like, what? What does that mean? So she clarified it, which still doesn't make sense, by the way. She said that we have the authority about what's going on in Canada and the assets of TikTok in Canada. That's why we took that very important decision. Okay, so Canada's just saying, we're going to ban your offices in Canada. Just to send a message to China saying, hey, China, we're the ones that have you by the balls. Haha. But it still doesn't make sense. Like, what? We can still use TikTok in Canada. Whatever. Odd stuff from Melanie Jolie. Thanks for that. Nothing burger. Yeah, Trudeau needs to get out, bro. Amsterdam, there is... I don't know what you would call this. Just an attack on Israelis, apparently. The Amsterdam police say that there are 5 hospitalized and 62 people detained after there has been attacks on Israeli soccer fans. There was something to do with soccer there. Apparently, it was the Israelis that started it first. They saw a Palestinian flag. Israeli football hooligans tear down Palestine flags in Amsterdam as taxi drivers fight back in night of chaos ahead of Maccabi Tel Aviv's visit to Ajax. They didn't cover that part of the news. I just had to read what started this whole fight, right? Where is Amsterdam? In Germany? Netherlands. Okay, what happened in the Netherlands? Nice. Moving on. Russian President Putin says that Taiwan is part of China. That's not good. Putin, why are you saying that? He's trying to start another war. So just, I put this here as a reminder that we still have this war to worry about. Taiwan, China war might still be a thing. And we know how strong the relations China and Russia have. So, yeah, if China suddenly decides to go to war against Taiwan, what will the United States do? What will Donald Trump do? What would WWDJD Donald Trump? No, DTD, DJTD, whatever. You know what I mean? What would Donald Trump do? Taiwan's yours. Putin has reiterated his support for China's claims over Taiwan, reaffirming the strong alliance between the two nations. While a formal military alliance has not been established, the two leaders signed a no-limits partnership deal in 2022, just 3 weeks before Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Okay, so that goes way back, pretty much. Yeah, don't know what's going to happen here. Anyways, we don't got to worry about wars at this moment, but that could possibly be coming soon. If it does cause a dip, I will be buying. Bitcoin is at all-time high levels. Ethereum has broken out of its major downtrend. Here's the proof. If I can find it. Do I have it drawn? I do. This is the major downtrend that it has just broken out of. So that's great stuff for Ethereum. Solana market cap is at its all-time high. I did not know that. Let me confirm. Solana market, I'm pretty sure we would have had... Solana was Solana did hit number 3 before. I do remember that. It's at $93 billion. Really? What was its market cap? Can I check market cap? Compare with... No. Trading? No. Market cap. Okay. And this happened today. Okay, give me 7 days. Yeah, that is all-time high levels. All-time... Yes, this is all-time high market cap, highest point for Solana. Okay, cool. That's valid. It makes sense. Cardano is also outperforming Ethereum and Solana. Right, so I did include that in the title here. What is going on with Cardano? Well, let me show you. It's up 5% today. It's been up a lot more. It's moved kind of in tandem with how Ethereum has been moving, right? Kind of a late to the party deal, but it has increased quite a bit. Ever since election, it hit a high of 45 cents. That's pretty significant, 45 cents, which is a 37% increase, one of the top movers this week for crypto. Right now, it's currently correcting to 43 cents, but I mean, it's still really, really good. Yeah, exciting times for crypto here. And I want to find this. This is the reason why Cardano might be popping up. Apart from the technical analysis that we're seeing, like the breakout obviously was imminent and we've seen that happen. The election, of course, a great catalyst to push it upwards, sure. But this guy, Charles Hoskinson, the CEO of Cardano, he has ties with the USA government. Here you can see him literally talking with RFK Jr. Who knows? Maybe Cardano might have some involvement in the US government for whatever project that they need. Keep in mind, right? Cardano was way higher back in 2021 without like decentralized apps, dApps, you know, stuff like that. Literally there was news about this here. I wanted to find it. It's one of the best performing coin in the top 30. It reached $3 without smart contracts, decentralized apps, or scaling, which is bullish. This was back in 2021. I'm assuming the screenshot is from, or probably a little before. My God, Ethereum is still cheaper than that. That's crazy. Bitcoin is almost double what we're seeing here, almost under. And Cardano was $2.20 back then. You know, Cardano has a lot of potential here for this bull run, I'm seeing at least. So pretty neat for Cardano. Or maybe it's just people FOMOing in suddenly for Cardano. But yeah, that's the news we got so far. Whales are accumulating Bitcoin. In the past 24 hours, there have been 10 fresh wallets that have bought 1,910 Bitcoins, which is worth $145 million on Binance alone. So a lot of whale activity going on. People are buying, even though Bitcoin is at all-time high levels. They just realize the power of Bitcoin. And I don't know. This shows no signs of stopping. It's just going to keep going up. The Securities Exchange Commission delays their decision on the New York Stock Exchange options trading for spot Ethereum ETFs. So we already know ETFs are approved and everything, whatever. But there's the option trading for spot Ethereum ETFs. They're delaying their decision for that. So that's not released yet if you want to trade with options. But that'll be done soon, I'm sure. It's just the Securities Exchange Commission. That Gary Gensler guy is going to leave soon. Nice. I think that's what also has been kind of keeping Ethereum's price down. I mean, in terms of like, what is the... I haven't checked ETF flows in a moment. We'll look at Ethereum first since we're already on the topic. It hasn't been too much inflows, right? Recently, sure, yeah, there has been some inflows. Nothing yet confirmed from BlackRock. BlackRock might be buying more. But it's been a lot of like outflows in general. In total, we've had $384 million worth of outflows, which still looking at it, that's not too bad. Grayscale has outflowed $3 billion of Ethereum so far ever since its inception. That's why we've seen Ethereum under $3,000. Because yeah, it started well above 3,000 once the Ethereum spot ETFs got announced and approved, and then it's just been dropping thanks to Grayscale. BlackRock has been buying $1 billion so far. The other ETFs are also trying to buy back. some progress is being made, but still we have a 384 net outflow ever since they were announced, which this is closing down to zero very soon. I don't think they're going to be outflowing too much for much longer, especially as the bull run has just started. Shorts will be liquidated for Ethereum. I think Ethereum has a lot of potential as well. Ethereum, Cardano, great potential. If you want volatility, get Solana, Sui, and if you just want the main guy, that's your Bitcoin. Let's look at how Bitcoin was doing. That is insane. Look at that number, guys. $1,119,000,000 worth of inflows from BlackRock yesterday. That is insane. Wow. But they had two outflows the 2 previous days. I don't think I covered these days before. 44 million outflow November 5, 69 million outflow November 6, and then $1 billion inflow November 7. That's crazy. Who knows what they did today? Grayscale has not been outflowing those days, at least November 5, November 6. These ones have been. Before the election, it seems like we had $541 million worth of outflows. Grayscale, of course. I mean, BlackRock, but these guys were scared for what was going to happen in the election, so it seems like a lot of them sold. These guys were the ones taking profits, it seems like, but Bitcoin has just continued going upwards, and now we're just getting a lot more inflows. These ETFs will continue to inflow, keeping the prices high. Yeah, that's going to be great. Nice. Germany. Do you guys remember Germany when they were selling their Bitcoin? If they held their Bitcoin and they never sold it, as they should have done, they would have made $1.1 billion at this current price, you know, holding Bitcoin, because they sold it all the way down to like 53,000 Bitcoin. Right now it's 77,000, almost 76,000. They could have made $1 billion with all that Bitcoin. 50,000 Bitcoin almost is what they had. So don't be like Germany. Just accumulate. Don't sell your Bitcoins, especially if you hold it in the spot market or something. China is announcing $1.4 trillion program to refinance local government debt. I don't know if this is old news or not, but that's a lot of liquidity, that liquidity injection that is happening to the Chinese markets, which could flow into the crypto markets as well. We might see Chinese stocks rise again. They have been dropping because of Trump's victory in the election. Of course, we know that when Trump is in charge, the United States and China have this market commercial kind of war going on. So we already know that Trump is going to impose a lot of tariffs, especially on China, which would make China a little harder for China, right, to commercialize and trade globally. So a lot of stuff like the Australian dollar, I think, or I really gotta think. Like the metals, silver, I guess, gold, I think as well, copper, those have been dropping in price because of this, because Chinese economy is not doing that great again, especially with this Trump victory that will be putting more tariffs on the market. So yeah, they're kind of, it seems like there's a bit of a panic that they're going to add more liquidity to their markets. $1.4 trillion is coming soon. It's going to boost the prices, hopefully. Moving on from countries and everything. This is cool. Crypto.com, which I am a proud part of, fully supports Elon's fight for our right to free speech, and they will pay for our blue checkmark if you're using Twitter. I might start using this. I don't know. Maybe you'll see me with a blue check mark soon. I've never been that excited to get one. I knew like before, like the OG Twitter, you had to be somebody famous with X amount of followers to qualify for a blue check mark and get verified by Twitter Verified or whatever, just to confirm, you know, that this is your actual account and you're not a random. But then Elon Musk came in, changed all of that, and now it's paid. You have to pay to get that blue check mark. If you're an actual world leader, you get a gray check mark. If you're a company, you get the yellow check mark like you see for Crypto.com. But for ordinary people, like you see over here, they have the blue check mark because they pay for the Twitter premium version, X premium, sorry. And I I don't even know exactly what you get. What do you even get? Half of your ad, or you don't even cancel all ads. That sucks, Elon. Come on. But which one are we getting here? Whatever it is, it seems if you pay with it with your crypto.com card, they have these little prepaid cards that you can get. I have one too. If you use that to pay for Twitter check marks, they will reimburse you for that. The same way that they do the same thing with Netflix. If you pay for Netflix with your crypto.com card, they refund you that amount in CRO and Kronos coin. That's their native token, right? Which is great and all. Like it works with Netflix, some I think air travel company, airplanes. It works with Spotify, and you're also getting cash back on top of that as well with regular purchase. So it's pretty good. Not to toot their horn for too long here, but and it's also with Amazon Prime. I forgot to mention that. And now they're doing it with Twitter Blue. Not Twitter Blue. X. What do you even call this? Whatever. X Premium. Existing app users and card holders will get 1 month reimbursed. New users will get 1 year reimbursed. Huh? Okay. So I'm an existing app users, let's say. Okay, we're only getting it for free for 1 month, it seems like. I don't know about that. Let's see how many blue check marks we can get by next week. I don't know if I'll be a part of that, actually. It's great and all. Like, yeah, sure, you're getting refunded with whatever you purchase with some companies. Like I said, Spotify, Amazon, Netflix, and now Twitter. But the thing is, Kronos, like CRO token, the coin, it's a very inflationary coin because of that. Because you can also stake and get a decent interest return, but it's where is it? Kronos, right here. Crypto.com coin has rebranded to Kronos. It's currently 10 cents, which is great. It's gone up 17% today alone. But if you're looking at it all time, like this is the boom in 2021. I was here. I saw this number happen in real time. I was at the mall. It reached $1 Canadian. That was pretty neat. And it's dropped a lot since then. And it's hard for it to come back. Why? Because of the circulating supply. There's 30 billion chronos in existence. 26 billion is circulating. 20 billion, right? Yeah. And there's only more being added. There's no fixed amount. It's not like Bitcoin where you can only have 21 million Bitcoins ever. This will just continue generating and generating more. And it's like you're printing out fiat money, right? Your dollar bills will lose its value over time because there's just more and more being printed constantly that it's not that important to have anymore, right? It's not a safe asset to hold over time, right? That's kind of the same thing you're getting here with Kronos. So that's why I kind of doubt seeing Kronos increasing in price as far as it has over here back in 2021. Over here, it was like the big boom of crypto. Everybody was using crypto.com to start buying, myself included. And of course, like the programs that they had, the cards that they give, it was all a great deal. Like I was enjoying the free Spotify for a couple of years, but then I realized, Spotify is not really worth paying that much, especially because they've continued increasing their prices. You know who else increases their prices? YouTube Premium, by the way. Some price increases would be $40 a month in some regions. Enjoy that. Off topic, but it makes sense. Coins like this, it's not likely we're going to see an increase to where we were over here. But feel free to prove me wrong. Chris, CEO of Crypto.com, if you ever watch my streams. I know you like watching my streams, brother. Polkadot is another example of that. They give out good percentage of staking rewards. Sure, you can make money on Polkadot as well, but same kind of deal happened in 2021. And we're seeing this over here as well, where it's very, very difficult for us to get back up there because there's just so much more coins in circulation now. We got 1.52 billion Polkadots coins in circulation. And like I said, there's no fixed amount, so it's an inflationary coin, and it's going to be very difficult for that to increase in value. Yeah, that's all I wanted to rant about. So yeah, enjoy free Read Twitter if you can, if you want, if you really want. Let's talk about some insider trading alerts, because we know we love that. Marjorie Taylor Greene, man, she's getting rich off of Tesla. It's been multiple times now that she's purchased Tesla stock right before some big movement happens in Tesla. Let me show you what I'm talking about, if I can find Tesla stock. While this is loading, what happened to my background stuff? Hang on. Okay. Well, now TradingView is not working. Oh, now it's working. Tesla is over here. So the big event over here, she apparently bought Tesla stock right over here, and it's boomed up after earnings, right? Tesla stock dropped significantly after Elon Musk showed his humanoid robot, his Optimus Prime robot, whatever it's called. It's not a robo taxi, it's a robo cab, whatever it is, you know what I mean? And then the bus as well, the Tesla bus, the self-driving cars with no steering wheel, no passenger, no driver seat, right? He showed that. People were saying, you know, that's cool and all, but when is that going to come realistically? It's going to take a long time. And it also costs like 30K to get a robot like that. So the price dropped. I myself saw that event. I'm like, this is so cool and I want to buy Tesla. And I saw that it dropped and I bought it. And I got rich off of this up movement. I didn't get rich, whatever. But so did this lady over here, Marjorie Taylor Greene, did the exact same thing. She bought Tesla stock when it was down here, knowing that the earnings were coming up soon for Tesla, which were good earnings, and made the price surge significantly all the way up here. I took some profits up here. Price came back down towards this level, 240 approximately. Guess what? That's what she did here again. She made another large purchase of Tesla stock right before the election. This price surge was due to the election, November 5th, right? She bought it there again, and she also got rich off of that again. She has insider information. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe that's just luck both times, because realistically, nobody should know how earnings will turn out unless you have insider information, or how the elections would turn out unless you have insider information. Joe Rogan spoke on with, what was his name? Come on, I remember this guy's name. Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn. He said that apparently Elon Musk already knew the outcome of the election 4 hours before it was officially announced. Suspicious, Elon. What do you know? Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. Well, actually, I might need TradingView still, because we have more insider trading to talk about. Next person is Representative Mike Collins. He disclosed buying up to $80,000 worth of Ethereum. Suspicious or what? Ethereum is almost $3,000 right now. So that guy's making bank. He also bought another $15,000 of an altcoin called Aerodrome. I have heard of Aerodrome, but I'm not familiar with. I don't know. It's just never sparked my interest to purchase Aerodrome. Aerodrome is, if I can find it off this. No, I'm thinking of Arbitrum maybe. Aerodrome. Is that like it has to do with like what radium does, I think. I'll go. No, where the heck is it? Oh, it's right here. I'm blind. I could have just looked it up with a number, with a ticker. What am I doing? Not too fancy this movement quite yet. Sure, it has surged with the elections, as has every other coin in existence. But let me look it up here. Arrow. We don't have it existing in, what do you call this? Okay, well, we'll see how this plays out. Maybe he knows something that we don't. Why would you buy Aerodrome, buddy? What does Aerodrome even do? That's what I wanted to know. Aerodrome Fund is next generation AMM designed to serve as a base's central liquidity hub. Bases, so Coinbase. That makes sense, I think. Combines a powerful liquidity incentive engine, vote lock governance model, and friendly user experience. Aerodrome inherits the latest features from Velodrome V2. Let me see what it talks about here. Decentralized exchange. Yeah. So you can buy stuff on Aerodrome. Because it uses base, apparently. Okay. Cool. Good luck with Aerodrome, pal. I'm gonna stick with my bitcoins. We got another guy over here. Representative Josh Gottheimer bought stock in a company called Disco Corp. This one's interesting because I've never heard of it. It's a Japanese company that makes laser saws to cut semiconductor wafers. First time we have ever seen a member of Congress buy this stock. I want to look this up. DSCSY. DSCSY. Japanese stock, but it has US dollars. And it's worth $28. I'm going to... When did he buy this? Well, it's posted today. Let's just pretend he's just purchased this here. And I will put a vertical line, not a horizontal line. And I will add the text. What's his name? Josh Gottheimer. Come on, pal. I'll keep an eye on this if I remember to. And we'll see how far it rises, if it does rise. What did the technicals say? Neutral, suspicious. Maybe this guy knows something we don't. This corp engages in their manufacturing and sale of precision cutting, grinding, and polishing machines. Operates their following business division: precision machines, precision processing tool, laser saws, dicing saws, grinders, polishers, wafer. Is it wafer or wafer? Honestly, I don't know. I'm looking it up. Wafer.
Wafers.
Wafer. Is it wafer?
Wafer.
It's a wafer. I said wafer, didn't I? Oh my. My English needs improvement. The other products handles accessory equipment and its related products. Company was founded in 1937 and is headquartered in Tokyo, Japan. It's, it's actually gone quite high. Hey, maybe this will continue going higher indeed. Not financial advice. Don't trust what these people do, but maybe they know information that we don't. What are these earnings? Whatever. Not a lot of liquidity in this one too. It's a smaller company, that's for sure. You even got delayed data on this kind of chart. So, yeah, proceed with caution, but maybe this guy knows what he's doing. Maybe he doesn't. Next guy we've got is Representative Byron Donalds. Trade stock for the first time since entering Congress. What did he decide to buy? He decided to buy New Holdings, which is a Brazilian digital banking company. He sits on the House Financial Services Committee. Hey, maybe he knows something then about financial services. The full trade list. Okay. Let's look up at New Holdings. It's NU. New Holdings Limited. What's your name, pal? Byron Donalds. All right, Byron. When do you buy this? November 8 disclosed. Whatever, I'll just put it at current price right over here. I'll keep my eye on it. If we get some movements to the back, might consider purchasing. Earnings are coming up soon. Literally 13th of November. That's Wednesday. Today is Friday. In about 6 days? 6 days? Whatever it is. Maybe he knows something that we don't. Oh man, I kind of really want to buy this now. Not because he did it, but because of the... I don't know, it's an insider purchase, and earnings are coming soon. Maybe the earnings are going to push the price up, because whenever earnings come out, the price either skyrockets or just dumps. And that's why people trade options as well, so that they have their contract saying, okay, look, I only risk a certain amount of money, whatever the price of the contract was, but I have the right of purchasing whatever stock it is at a certain amount of price, maybe like at the current price. If the price shoots upwards, okay, cool. You can exercise your contract and say, hey, remember that contract I purchased? It says that I can buy this stock at $15.26, and the price of the stock is now, let's say, for example, $18. You can immediately sell that, buy at 15, sell at 18, and you make whatever that profit is. That's how the options contract works. But if it dumps all the way down, I don't know, it depends when the contract expires, or you can just say, yeah, remember the contract I purchased says I could buy it over here, but I don't have to buy it over there, right? So I'm just going to forfeit my contract, which I lost whatever the contract costs, maybe whatever, $100, let's just say. As now I could rebuy if this company, if I really want to, if I think it's still a valid, good company at, let's say it dropped down to $12. So I can now buy it at $12 instead, just on the spot market as normal. So we'll see. Yeah. I don't do that kind of stuff though. Trust me. It's risky. And of course, the biggest, if not our favorite insider trader, Elon Musk. No, you thought I was going to say Nancy Pelosi, huh? Elon Musk made a great trade in the terms of he spent $50 million on the 2024 election to help Donald Trump win, of course. And this year, he has added over $70 billion to his net worth, which I already shared earlier, has already hit $300 billion. He's a $300 billion nair. In other words, Elon Musk has generated a return of 139,900% on his investment in the 2024 election so far. Imagine turning $50 million into $70 billion. That's what it is, right? Tesla is currently worth over $1 trillion for the first time since April 2022. If you look at the market cap for Tesla, it has hit $1 trillion indeed. That is huge. Over this last week alone, Elon's net worth has jumped by nearly $50 billion as well. Of course, he owns a large part of Tesla stock. So if Tesla stock increases in price, he will make profits off of that as well. Unrealized profits, that is, but his net worth regardless rises due to that. That's fantastic. This is cool. SDEX had a wick to 2.5 cents, right? 2 cents and 50 millicents, at least on BitGet is what it showed, where, you know, the price is normally costing less than a penny, and then suddenly it rose all the way up here, and then it came back down. Just for no reason, it seems like. I don't know if I have this. SDEX. Do we have this here? No, we don't. I'm going to look it up on here. SDEX. I'm assuming it's USDT. Yeah, on spot market. On BitGet. Yeah, look at that. That is insane. But this is the normal price movement for this coin, okay? I'm just going to give you guys a perspective. Okay, cool. You got to see the price drop over here. How bad is this token? I've never heard of it. It's probably like over number 100. Smart Dex. It's number 440 in the market cap volume. And it had that increase in... Is it this one? That's not it. It's not showing suspicious, but you know what I mean. The price is just doing its normal thing. And then it rises up to here. 9 millicents, almost 1 penny. But then look at this. This green line meant the price surged all the way to 2 cents. How much percentage is that? 191%. In what, less than an hour? This isn't a 1 hour chart. This isn't a 15-minute chart. Literally, this happened in seconds. That is insane. Okay, this is the 5-minute chart, actually. Yeah, it seems like it happened within minutes. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy stuff indeed. Oh, you could have been rich from that, but you were too late and slow, so you suffer the consequences now. Cool. Whatever. It's back to what it's normally supposed to be costing, but it's weird to see this massive wick over here, pointed out by CryptoFerris. Thank you for that. But it doesn't reflect that, at least on this chart. CoinMarketCap's chart, at least. Do we see it in the candles, maybe? Okay, the candle shows this, but it only increased to 0.09. It didn't increase to 2 cents like it showed the other chart on BitGet, at least. His explanation is that there's big buy orders and not enough sellers. And he's expecting us to soon get up there anyway. Cool. I don't know. I wouldn't buy this. I don't know what it is. Do your own research. It's up to you guys. What do they even do? Introduces USDN, a synthetic dollar that is set to replace traditional centralized synthetic dollars like Athena, which are becoming obsolete. Fully decentralized on-chain solution to provide stability, la 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 la. I'm not reading all that. And it doesn't look any good anyway. So proceed with caution regardless. Let me check the top gainers and top losers since we're nearing the end of our stuff. Kronos is actually the biggest gainer, probably because of what they announced with the Twitter Blue. I keep calling it Twitter Blue. How old am I? X Premium. That's what it's called now. Both polygons are up 12% today. Just get rid of this one. It's so ugly. I hate it. Multiverse is up 10%. Beam 9%. Zcash and Helium are also up 9%. Radium Internet Computer 8%. Why is Internet Computer coming up? OKB is 7%. Then we got Algorand, Chainlink, Binance, Avalanche up 6%. The rest is under 5%, 4%. Top loser today is Gotesis Maximus. No idea what that is. Cat and Dogs World, Meme Coins down 5%. Bonk, Popcat, Nero, Jasmine, Pepe, Dog with Hat, Brett, Floki, Mogcoin, Apecoin, all meme coins dropping. Ape is not a meme coin, it's an NFT project. The Bored Ape Yacht Club, if you guys remember that. That's all. Last bit of news is, this is important. Not important, interesting. U.S. House has announced a hearing on UFOs scheduled for November 13, where lawmakers are expected to discuss recent reports, government transparency, and potential national security implications of UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, UFOs, unidentified flying objects. So we're going to get a UFO update from the U.S. government. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to see what they talk about there. Yeah, that ends the stream. Not much else to talk about here. Ethereum did not reach the 3,000 yet. It's having a hard time. Fair enough. It is a very important resistance, psychological level 3,000. It will get there very soon. Trust me, though, because I still think it's undervalued. It should be worth $4,000 at this point, following the trajectory of Bitcoin already breaking out of its all-time highs and making new all-time highs every day. Sui is not far off to continuing its all-time highs. Like I said as well, it is constantly making all-time highs, so brace ourselves for that. I'm deleting this because I don't need that fib anymore. It's probably invalid. Solana is also doing great as long as it keeps above the 200. They're right below their very crucial levels. Sui is right behind its all-time high. Bitcoin is right behind its all-time high. Ethereum is right behind the 200. Sorry, Solana is right behind the 200, and Ethereum is right behind the 3,000. So yeah, great stuff for the market today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I've been yapping for an hour and 12 minutes unintentionally. Tomorrow, Saturday, I'm going to run out of stuff to talk about in like 30 minutes. So